What's up, guys? I went live last night and I'm kind of pissed because the video quality was absolutely terrible. I pay extra money to have 100 meg internet out here in the sticks and it still wasn't cutting it. I don't know, maybe I need to restart it every time I do it. Today's video is on Flowerhorn tank size, but to give you guys some updates, I was bragging up my rainbow cichlids last night and this pipe was full of eggs, and now there's no eggs. I talked about removing the pipe and raising them on my own, or having them raise their own young, and I guess I kind of learned a lesson. I guess now what I might do is just take them, at least I know they're a breeding pair now, I'll take them out and I will put them in a tank of their own. It's funny because they're still defending the pipe like the eggs are still on it. You can see them. They're still defending them. And rainbow cichlids aren't the coolest fish on the planet, but they're still cool. They're kind of like a smaller cichlid. They stay small. But let's talk about today's topic, and that is Flowerhorn tank size. And if you search this or watch YouTube videos on it, there's a little bit of controversy around it, because it is said that there's my Flowerhorn, by the way. I need to think of a name for him, because I know DIY Joey named his Frank, and Michael at Michael's Fish Room was gonna name his the Better Frank or something like that. I'm gonna stay out of the drama, but I would like a unique name for him. I was thinking Cyclops. I don't know, that seems pretty sweet to me. I know it's kind of corny, but anyways, tank size. So if you do some research, there's a little bit of controversy regarding what kind of tank size, because it's said that Flowerhorns get almost the opposite of claustrophobic. You know, they almost stress out about having too much room. So it's said that you can keep a lot of the smaller Campha Flowerhorns in a 30 or 40 gallon tank. And I don't know if I agree with that. If you think about the fish that originated from the Flowerhorn, where the species, the hybridization occurred from, you have the Trimac, number one. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just walking around. I'm just so jacked up right now. And I do my videos when I'm jacked. I don't know why. I had a Red Bull and I'm just... Okay. The four main fish, or 4 or 5 main fish they come from, is the Viha, the blood parrot, the red devil, the Trimac, and what's the other one? I can't think of it. But anyways, all of these fish are pretty much the same as far as taking care of. You need the biggest tank possible. They enjoy the room to move around, and none of them get insecure or anxiety, air quotes, about having too big of a tank. I've never experienced this. Maybe you can get me to decide differently, though. Maybe if you have a video of a Flowerhorn bolting and stressing out and hitting the sides, I don't know how you could get me to decide differently. But minimum tank size for a Flowerhorn, I'm gonna go with a 55 gallon tank. If there's one, if you're gonna trial and error tank mates like I do, you're gonna want a 75 or a 125 with tons and tons of decor, hiding spots, etc. So hopefully that helps you guys keeping Flowerhorns. It's weird too, because people that breed Flowerhorns, who's the big one on YouTube? Dan, your fish keeper friend. He's got a super cool channel, and I message him from time to time. He has tons and tons of tanks, and what he does is he divides them out. So each fish will have 15 gallons of space. I'm not sure if I agree with that, but I understand that the breeding level is a lot different than fish keeping. I just don't want the two to be mixed up. So if you need to make some dividers, if it doesn't work, that's probably what I'm gonna do, is start dividing some tanks. I'll throw a divider in a 75 and then keep a red Texas on one side and keep a Flowerhorn on the other, or vice versa. There's even tricks too. If you join some of the Facebook Flowerhorn groups, there's tricks to where you can cut a hole in the divider only the size of the female Flowerhorn when breeding, and that way when the female wants to run away, only the female fits through it. It's absolute genius. And they can breed this way, and the male's not gonna beat up on the females much. All right, I'm done babbling. Flowerhorn tank size minimum, I'm gonna go 55, 75 gallons. Hit up the comments, like this video, all that stuff. Follow my fish build out in my shop. I'm going completely nuts deciding how to set that stuff up, how to do drip. I'm gonna do an auto drip system, I think. Drill all the tanks. I'm gonna drill all these tanks. It's gonna be real scary, but I'm gonna attempt it. Get some drip emitters. If you don't think that's a good idea though, maybe you should message me, because maybe I can be talked out of it. I thought about doing DIY overflows. It just seems scary. I just like having a bulkhead in there with just with a regular overflow. Okay guys,